Well, we've just seen the machine move through to round two. Will the machine gun follow suit? It's down to Brown to stop him. Keegan Brown looking to continue a recent upsurge in form. An upsurge that has seen him looking a strong position to qualify for the World Match Play for the second time. A lot of the events around now, where that will be sorted for the players in the Pro Tour order of merit positions and in the lower side of the top 16 in the world rankings. But Brown and Wattimena has the potential to be a decent affair. Wattimena are a quick throwing player. But I have got news that apparently he's got a problem with his ankle, so we'll keep an eye on that. He's been limping around a bit backstage before he's made his way to the hockey. And that might just stop him in his tracks somewhat. The last match of the first round of the German Darts Open 2018, and Dan Dawson joins me for it.
Yeah, well, good luck, spotter, because this one's a tricky one. Jermaine Wattimena, one of the fastest throwers in the game, and Keegan Brown, a man who goes his own way for things. We may see some big combination shots happen in a very, very short space of time, and they may well get taken out.
First leg, Jermaine to throw first. Game on.
And he wants a new nickname, a new walk on Keegan Brown. You just suggested a bit of Fleetwood Mac for him there, Dan.
97.
Keegan, go your own way, Brown.
Thinking more the song.
All right.
Mind you, there are much stranger nicknames.
81.
And he goes wayward in his first visit. Had a last 16 run in the Players'
96.
Championship doubleheader last weekend. Of course, before that, he reached the quarterfinals in Munich, where he waited around all afternoon before losing out 6-0 to Michael van Gerwen.
54.
And it did feel like a case of unknown territory for Keegan Brown.
38.
Did a bit, didn't it? And I think that if Keegan can continue his upturn in form, as you mentioned that he's enjoying at the moment, he's going to get more chances to get used to
46.
the rigours of final day action on the Euro Tour. Certainly got the capability to do it.
Let's not forget he's already a senior title winner.
60.
Former World Youth Champ. We keep seeing them pop up today.
Yeah, they've gone pretty well, to be fair, haven't they?
Yeah, wins
for
for
Max
Hop.
Hopp, win for Dimitri Vandenberg, the current World Youth Champion.
60.
Nathan Aspinall lost out, of course, a former runner-up in that tournament.
Yeah, second round, pretty
40.
much set up, just the one spot in the last 32 up for grabs. The winner of this one facing Mensur, former winner on the Euro Tour, of course.
Yeah,
134.
tasty games.
You require 170.
Teed up for tomorrow. We'll tell you more about those before we close.
134. Keegan, you require 126.
I'm not sure he'll find his own way to go for this one.
Well, the standard route says 19s.
Well, he's found a way, but not a way he can finish it.
It's not a good way, is it?
40. Jermaine, you require 36. Game shot the first leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
First blood.
Second leg, Keegan to
Wattimena.
Game on.
Only a holder throw, not a particularly pretty one, but it will do.
44. $140.
Fourth meeting between the pair. The most recent was at last year's Players' Championship finals, and it didn't go very well for Keegan Brown.
Went very well for Jermaine, though, didn't it?
80.
Yeah, it certainly did. It was a 6-0 success for the machine gun.
140.
His only success, mind, in the previous 3 encounters. One a year since 2015.
28.
Yeah, Keegan Brown, their first meeting back in 2015, when Keegan was
54.
Just on the crest of a wave, really. He made it all the way to the semi-finals that day. It was only the man we've just seen, James Wade, who beat him in the semis and then won the title, beat Kim Huybrechts in the final. He won't be beating Kim Huybrechts this weekend, James Wade. Kim's not here, and that's the first time we've ever been able to say that on a European Tour event.
58. Jermaine, you require 167.
Wattimena was on the verge of a place in the quarterfinals of the Players' Championship finals, but he was pipped at the post by Steve Beaton. But his other players had some deep runs into tournaments.
Jermaine, you require 65.
Three-time semi-finalist on the Pro Tour. Oh, an old 57 double
33.
Quite like that. Better when he goes in, obviously.
Wattimena adopting the
Jermaine, you require 32.
Keegan Brown go your own way style.
24.
He's determined to get to double four.
148.
He's not going to take this out, and a chance for Wattimena to break early
100. Jermaine, you require 8. Games from the second leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
Well, as things stand, Keegan Brown is not even in this game.
First, game on.
Jermaine Wattimena is not even averaging 80, and he is a speck in the distance as far as Keegan Brown is concerned. And that 180 for the machine gun is not going to make that situation any better for the man from the Isle of Wight.
If it carries on going this way, it could well be a second consecutive match against Jermaine Wattimena where Keegan Brown ends up legless.
58.
Well, certainly Keegan has got to buck his ideas up fast.
42.
Not happening just yet, is it? Because at the minute,
57.
Ankle injury or not for Jermaine Wattimena, he's looking like he could beat Keegan Brown with one hand tied behind his back, possibly both. Still, early days, and we have seen players today
57.
where they've made sluggish starts and come back into it. Willie O'Connor was nowhere for the first three legs against Dimitri Vandenberg, and he ended up missing a dart to take a 4-3 lead. It proved to be a crucial one because he then got beaten 6-3 by the World Youth Champion. But there is room for swings in momentum in these matches, although
25.
Keegan's going to have to do a heck of a lot better than that.
108.
Oh, taking it out the board, Keegan.
80.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen a player physically assault a dartboard.
Colin Lloyd. Oh dear, look at that.
70.
Oh my word.
Jermaine, you require 28.
Where's he gone? Okay.
Games from the third leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
I was anticipating Keegan Brown to be the
on.
main problem for the spotters. Only Jermaine Wattimena's pace was going to be the issue. But no, Jermaine is just going to basically decide which targets he's going to go for with a set of dice in his mind.
Well, Brown is proving a problem for the spotter, but not because of where he's choosing to go. Just getting nowhere near it.
Yeah. Now then, just giving himself a moment. Better.
65.
When it's not your night, it might not be your night.
59.
Didn't see this coming. Keegan Brown has been, as we mentioned, playing
85.
consistently well in 2018.
Yeah.
96.
Only one thing consistent about Keegan Brown's darts tonight, and that is how inconsistent they are. Because he gets one right.
100.
Well, he's averaging in the 60s in this match, and it's usually because one dart's in the 60
and the other two get 5 and a 1.
41.
But the grouping is nowhere. I mean, he's missing some targets, including his original dart. We always say it's much easier when you get the first dart right. Oh dear. Well, that's the 2 knocked off.
62.
Well, should get
100.
a shot
Keegan,
here.
you require 90.
Well, the emphasis on the word should.
Oh, how about 2 at double 15?
75. Jermaine, you
You don't have
require
any confidence that
112.
even when he gets a good marker, he's going to use it, do you?
72. Keegan, you require 15.
Double 6 then.
3. Jermaine, you require
Just
40.
not happening for Keegan Brown.
Game
And
shot on the
Wattimena
fourth
looking
leg.
to make
Jermaine Wattimena.
light work.
5th leg, Jermaine, to throw
For the man
first.
from the
Game
Isle
on.
of Wight.
136.
Standout matches of tomorrow, the second round. Peter Wright taking on Max Hopp. Rob Cross against Dimitri Vandenberg too.
43.
Anything else catch your eye, Dan?
I like the look of Michael Smith, Steve Lennon. I have to say, I think it could be a fascinating game. I always think
140.
Cameron Menzies is immensely watchable, and he's taking on Ian White, who, if you remember, it was at this tournament last year where Ian White was the man to beat Michael van Gerwen, and
44.
did so by wiping the floor with him. A 6-1 defeat of the world number 1, averaging 104.
96.
And Ian White was saying in Munich that he should be winning European Tour events. Very confident interview he gave there.
85. Jermaine, you require 129.
129. Knocks the 9 off.
89.
And tidies it up very nicely indeed.
Well, at the minute, Keegan Brown is taking about 6 visits to the board just to get to a finish.
42. Jermaine, you require 40. Game shot on the 5th leg.
Well, the finish
Jermaine Wattimena.
might be in sight.
6th leg, Keegan to throw first. Game on.
It is a very lonely place up on a dart stage when things are not working out for you.
100. $85. 39.
Well, it's just not working out at all. That dart didn't even look that close to the one that fell out. Well, just nips the flight.
100.
Danny Noppert, the man charged with trying to stop MVG tomorrow in the second round. Clash of the
43.
world number 1 and a reigning BDO major champion.
100.
Benito van der Pas, last year's runner-up against Paul Nicholson. Nicholson intent on getting revenge for his defeat to Benito at this tournament last year.
60.
Very interesting that Van der Pas might not have been here hadn't it been for the emissions of Hybrecht and Kyle Anderson.
180.
Managed to sneak into the seedings.
And I'm not sure Keegan Brown is going to be here for much longer.
23.
I'm not sure he'll mind that 180.
Game
Because
shot
Wattimena has wrapped it up in double quick time. Just a bad day at the office for Keegan Brown. Couldn't get going at all. And Wattimena, for the second consecutive time, sees off Brown 6-0. We will be back tomorrow with the second round of action when the big boys come out to play. The likes of Peter Wright, Michael van Gerwen and the world champion Rob Cross all in action. Jermaine Wattimena will be there taking on Mensa Silivic, and we'll let him have the final word tonight after a 6-0 success against an out of sorts Keegan Brown.
Das weiß jeder, der selber aktiv im Darts unterwegs ist. So, jetzt gibt es noch Geschenke von Jermaine. Jermaine, congratulations. strange match, wasn't it?
Very strange. I know he played much better than what he played tonight, and he's one of the biggest talent in the world. But tonight it don't came out, and yeah, what I say anymore. Everybody knows he's a really, really good player. One of the talents of the world.
Is it good to have a start like that, or is it better to have a closer match to really get involved in that tournament?
It's better to have a closer match, I think so. But normally it's a closer match than that we have like tonight. But yeah, I don't have any words of this.
Okay, it was really strange, yeah. My goodness, we see you tomorrow. Second round, welcome. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Jermaine Wattimena, der sagt auch, verrückte Partie, ganz komisches Match. Und er weiß, Keegan Brown ist ein so guter Spieler, ein so großes Talent. Aber das hat heute irgendwie nicht klappen sollen. Jermaine Wattimena also in Runde 2. Ihn sehen wir morgen wieder. Morgen greifen die gesetzten Spieler ein. Wir haben unter anderem das Match von Max Hopp gegen Peter Wright. Wir haben unter anderem die Partie von René Adams gegen Daryl Gurney. Also morgen der Tag und natürlich auch der Sonntag. Da wird es krachen, da wird hier auch die Hütte richtig voll sein. Schön, dass ihr heute da wart. Ich bin mir sicher, viele von euch sehen wir dann morgen oder übermorgen noch ein zweites Mal wieder. Kommt sicher und gut nach Hause. Schönen Abend noch, gute Nacht und bis morgen. Ciao.